Hey guys, welcome to the College Recruiting Show, where every week we talk about college sports and how we can help athletes get recruited, NIL deals and stories within the NCAA. My name's Chris, I'm part of the team here, along with my co-host
Alex. Great to meet you all, great to have you on board. Excited to get into some good stories and also some of our success here at ASM.
We hope you enjoyed the episode. Hey guys, welcome back to the what's the show called?
College Recruiting Show.
No,
College Sports
Show.
College
Yeah.
Sports.
Hey guys, welcome back to the College Sports. Come on, College Sports Show. Why do I say the College Sports Show? That'd be kind of cool. Welcome back to the College Sports Show.
Yeah, sure.
Should we try that? 3, 2, 1. Hey guys, welcome back to the
College
Sports Show. Let's get into it. That didn't kind of work, but it worked.
we got
We're trying to get you guys entertained, man. So we have a special guest today. Obviously, we've got Alex back here, but we also have Oscar McConnell. Welcome to the show.
Thanks, guys. Pleasure to be here.
Good stuff. So what we have on the agenda there, Alex?
So
I had
similar
no time
to
to prep.
Yeah, no problem. So similar to last week, we're going to do some of our placement stats.
Yeah.
Then we're going to jump into an athlete shout out again, like we did last week. Some NIL information. There's been some huge reports this last week.
Who's making all the money?
Well, exactly, but there's been a bit of drama as well
There's
in
been
the
some
NIL
drama.
space. A lot of drama.
Ooh, we like a bit of drama.
So
EastEnders,
we'll touch on
Coronation
that.
Street.
Yeah. But yeah, there's some huge drama at UNLV with their football team at the minute.
Ooh.
And also a big thing from David Portnoy. Have you heard of David Portnoy? CEO and co-founder of Barstool Sports.
Oh, okay.
It's big time.
Yeah, big time. He's big time.
He is big time.
So
He's
the
in trouble?
media
He's in
company.
trouble?
No, he's not. He's going to enter the NIL
I
space
actually heard. I didn't know that
and
was
bring
him.
some athletes in
I heard about
into
this.
his alumni
Yeah.
in Michigan. So
Nice.
we'll touch on that. And then we'll have an interview with Oscar.
Yeah,
A bit of his
course.
experience in
Some soccer help.
some soccer background and his experiences at college as well.
Sweet. All right, let's get into it. What have we got first then? Placements?
Placement stats, so connections. So far this month, we've gone up from last week, which is around 400 odd. We're now up to 680. So
Nice.
D1 and Ivy League, we're up to 105. D2, 168. D3, 22. NAIA, again, huge hit, 247. And then the community colleges and the JUCOs, 123. And then we got 15 in Canada.
Nice. Oh, in Canada.
Nice.
So youth sports in Canada.
Well done, placement team. Well done. Well done.
Athlete shout out, we're going to go for Julian Mapure. I think I pronounced that right,
I saw him on
hopefully.
the social feed.
He was, Nick I has put him on his
right.
as well, so athlete recruiter Nicholas has posted him this week. But he's a South African rugby athlete. He's had tons of connections this week with top D1A rugby league teams as well. So shout out to Fabs as well, who's been very busy. So Fabian, one of our placement directors.
Job Fabs.
So he's been connected with Arkansas State, Kutztown, Lindenwood, Belmont Abbey, Wheeling Jessup and Walsh.
Top university, top rugby university there.
Top school.
All in 1 week.
Wow. So he joined in 1 week. He had all of that.
I think he joined a couple months back, but this week
Got
he's been
it.
very active.
He's been busy this week.
Yeah, coaches are actively recruiting.
Yeah.
So
This is the hot time. This is where it starts, especially 25s.
100%, yeah.
It starts
Because
picking up.
coaches are in season, right? And
Yeah.
kind of in now until November is they're going to be looking, okay, what do we need for 2025? It's a huge push the next couple of months now.
Yeah.
absolutely.
That's awesome. Well done, Julian.
Well done, Julian.
Well done, Julian.
Fabs, well done, T.
It's doing right. Yeah, well done, man. It's like every morning at ASN we have like team meetings, right? And we do these stats every morning for the whole team. But it just feels like we're back in another team. It does. What else is happening, Alex?
Yeah, so next we'll go into sort of an NCAA story,
Yeah.
but we're going to combine that this week with the NIL because there's been such big stories.
And also because I had no time to prep. If
Exactly.
I'm being honest.
Yeah.
I'm too busy today.
Exactly. So the first one, this has been massive on social media, massive in the news.
Yeah.
We're going to talk about Matthew Sluka. So he was a quarterback. He was at Holy Cross University, which is a sort of lower Division 1.
Patriot League.
That's it. Well done, Os. Good knowledge. So UNLV, so University of Las Vegas, yeah, they came in and they basically said to Matthew Sluka, come and join us, come and transfer to us, and we're going to give you $100,000 to join our team in NIL money.
I mean, who wouldn't take that?
Exactly.
Pretty
And they're a top college, right?
Right.
Holy Cross,
UNLV.
huge upgrade, going to UNLV.
Yeah.
So he joined, did pre-season with them. He's then been with them for 3 weeks. He's approached the assistant coach, who was the one that supposedly promised this $100,000 to come and join them. The coaches have been like, we don't have this money, we can't pay you.
Uh-oh.
So, update.
Lawsuit.
He's now redshirted this year.
Okay.
So because it was before 3 games, he can keep his eligibility.
Yeah.
So he's redshirted, he's leaving UNLV, he's going to enter the transfer portal to sign it for a new team next year.
Wow. So in case you don't know what redshirting is, redshirting means like you basically sit out playing. You can still practice with the team, you can still train, just can't play in the games, but it gives you an extra year in college. So he's obviously doing that because he wants to leave that team.
Yep.
Doesn't want to affect his eligibility, he wants to go somewhere else. But so what's the drama with this then? What's happening?
Well, obviously it's a massive uproar, false promises being made.
Right.
The running back now, the starting running back, who is Michael Allen.
Right.
The same things happened to him. It's not sure if he was offered, how much money he was offered for this as well. But apparently the promises to him haven't been kept. So he's doing exactly the same. He's redshirting, leaving the team.
Right.
So it's...
Because it's interesting because normally when you get offered that would be in your contract.
Yeah.
Right? Like, so that's interesting because normally they would sign that. And if they have signed that, there's legal paperwork, which means they could actually press legal action to get that money. But if he hasn't signed that, it's been on a promise.
Yep.
They effectively, they don't have to pay him.
100%, and that's something that we obviously speak a lot to our players about. Is make sure that you're asking the right questions in the right way to coaches, and if necessary, you're getting things in writing.
Right.
Because the problem with a verbal agreement like that, a handshake agreement, if it's not in writing and you're not protecting yourself in the right way, you can end up in this kind of situation.
And I guarantee this has happened a lot more. I know we had a client, a soccer player from Spain that we got to, I won't name the school, but they were promised something, did not happen, but we had it in writing. So we went to the athletic department. I told the client, go to the athletic department, they have to honour that. Even the coach was trying to get the player to go on the transfer portal. Because as soon as you do that, you waiver all of your rights that you have with the school. So if you're not sure about something or you're promised something and now they're changing their mind and the coach saying they've gone on the transfer portal, by doing that, you basically waiver all your rights that you may have had with that school. So luckily that client didn't do that. They came and asked us and I said, no, we have the paperwork for you. Go to the AD. The AD has to honour that, and guess what? It got honoured. And the coach ended up getting a bit of trouble, but that's what we're here for, to make sure you guys don't do these same mistakes. So paperwork. Right?
Yeah, I think where the confusion's coming in this case is that obviously the universities aren't allowed to pay players, right? So they basically made a verbal promise that we're going to get you this money through NIL agreements. So what's happened is they've come, said where's the money? They clearly don't have that money to give them from NIL agreements. And they said, look, we can't pay you because that breaks the laws of pay to play and so on. So there's been massive confusion.
I'm sure the NCAA are going to come on top of this because this is not the first time you've heard about this. So this is probably going to be a new thing we'll see changing rules next year. Will be my assumption of it.
For sure.
Because it's not like $1.
No.
It's 100K.
100,000. And I mean, there's some athletes that are earning millions now.
At
the top end.
So we looked at that last week. Is he done? 3.2, wasn't it?
4 million.
4 million? Yeah. So good for us. Good for our 4 mil.
Yeah. But so off the back of that, again, just to stick on the NIL and some of the news. So obviously this was a big talking point this week about obviously the quarterback wanting to leave UNLV and so on. So David Portnoy, CEO, co-founder of Barstool Sports, he's alumni at Michigan Wolverines. He's now come out and said apparently they've been struggling to recruit. He's come out and said he is willing to sponsor a top quarterback to come in either through the transfer portal or as a freshman next year, and he'll give them an NIL deal through Barstool Sports between 1 and 3 million per year, and he will do this every year.
1 to 3 million
for a quarterback. He's going to do it every year, is what he said.
But that makes sense to him because he can make that deal and then use him as media for his company. I mean, it makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
So,
exactly.
but
you can get them to do whatever you want, posts, reviews, whatever it is, travel around to different events.
Yeah.
It's an exciting time for college athletes. I kind of wish that I was going to college now, because it's a professional landscape. What we're seeing, the amount of money you can earn now, not being a professional but playing in college. Previous step. It's you can earn. Libby Dunn earning $4 million. She's earning more money than Premier League players.
Well, honestly, like, a lot of you athletes will make more money in the next 4 years of college than you're probably doing in 20 years of work career. In your sport, like, let's be honest, if you're a water polo player, what water polo player makes $4 or $5 million playing water polo? But you can make a lot of money NIL, right? If you do your media stuff right, and if you invest that money correctly, you're going to be sweet.
Yeah.
Right? If you go buy Lamborghinis and Ferraris, you might lose that quickly, but that's why you got to get yourself financially educated, right? Learn how to make your money as well, because a lot of athletes are going to make this cash and they're going to blow it, right? So you're seeing, like, I actually spoke to a financial firm, I think it was last week after our last podcast. They want to work with our athletes to help them learn how to invest. They were talking about insurance things you can do, like you can insure your body parts, right? Part of your NIL deal, because now, like, your body is your asset.
The money maker.
Dude, it's insane what they're doing, like crazy, and they have tax benefits of it. I won't get into that, it's going to be boring, but it's interesting times.
Yeah. I spoke to a basketball scout today as well, and he basically said he was trying to recruit a college athlete to come once he's graduated and come and play pro in Israel. And the college athlete, he said, no, like, I'm earning X amount here to sit on the bench. He's not even a key player, he's not even a superstar on the team, and he's earning hundreds of thousands in NIL money. So for him, he wants to stay on another year. He's got another year of eligibility to sit on the bench and earn more money than he would go and play pro in Israel or elsewhere. So
it's nuts.
Fascinating stuff.
So is that our main news feature today then?
That's the two main news features. Next week for the NIL, we're going to get into, so high school athletes are now able to earn NIL.
Yes, huge.
In certain states, but Florida is one, which is a good thing. So we'll look into that. And then I think it'd be good for us to talk about international opportunities with NIL as well. So that's a bit of a grey area at the minute, but there's new stories coming out every week.
100%.
Yeah. Before we move on to our special today with Oscar here, I have a bit of news.
Okay.
That I remembered. We're getting a studio. So right now we are using the office meeting room as our podcast studio, but we have a room available that we're going to be decking out, and hopefully it's ready for next week.
There we go.
So we'll have a nice professional studio.
There we go. The podcast is levelling up already.
We're levelling up already. As soon as you've got a credit card out. I haven't even told you this. Alright, cool. What's next? What we got?
Next is our special feature.
Special feature. Mr.
Special
Oscar
feature.
McConnell! So, Oscar, tell us something about soccer, and because you're the master when it comes to the transfer board. I mean, the amount of athletes that you've had come to you, helped out, get into great schools. Everyone watching this who's maybe in college right now or aspiring to go to college, what should they do to get recruited, or what can they do better? What would be your best advice? And you played college level yourself, right?
I played Division 1 at 2 schools, so I went through the transfer portal process myself, and dealt with a lot of the same difficulties that I find a lot of my transfers now deal with. 2 biggest bits of advice I could give to any transfer, particularly on the soccer side, where it's a really active transfer portal. Firstly, is get access to coaches. Now, the main difficulty that most transfers have is they're relying on emailing coaches to try and get offers. That's very, very tough to do unless you're at a top ACC school and you're playing every minute, every week. You're probably not going to get much back, even if you're a fantastic player, because you're going to end up in an inbox of 250 unread emails that the coach has got that day from kids around the world from other transfers. So get access to coaches. How do you do that? That's exactly what we try to provide. Exactly.
The ASM app.
You know, we have obviously the app. We have former coaches here in the office that have a direct line to these coaches. We have relationships with these guys. So instead of us emailing the coach for you and hoping we get a response and kind of just shooting into the dark, we're on the phone to these coaches and we're reaching them in 5-10 minutes, hopefully, right, or later that day. So you want to get access, and you want to get access as quickly as possible. If you get access, but you get it too late, great, but he's probably given a scholarship to another player in your position. So don't wait, act as soon as you know that you want to transfer. Obviously navigate how and when you go onto the portal, reach out to us, we can help advise you on that.
Yeah, awesome. If a soccer athlete's watching this and they want to get in touch with you, what's the best way for them to get a hold of you?
Best way to get a hold of me would be to send me a WhatsApp message to +1 202 655 8909.
I'll put the number on the bottom of the screen.
Yeah,
I need you to do that.
That's
Bing, there's his number. Somewhere here.
That would be the immediate way to reach me. You can send me an email to oscar@asmsports.co or a DM on Instagram to Oscar Soccer Placement _USA.
Nice. We'll put all those on the lower bit. What about, like, what's it like being a college soccer player, right? For the non-transfer students, maybe you're 15, 16, or a parent of a soccer player, football where we're from, right? Well, it's quite funny, we're all British talking about like in America. Well, that's kind of cool, because you're from Essex. Sussex, sorry, it was close.
Yeah, close enough.
Liverpool.
Yeah, we're on Merseyside.
And I'm London, right? So all three of us did not know each other, right, when we came out here, but we've all ended up working. We all played sports in college. We now work in the college industry. I think that's quite a cool thing, like how the college industry can bring everyone together, right? Yeah. So what was it like for you playing college soccer at the highest levels? What was different about that than what you did back at home?
Yeah.
Like, what did it give for you?
Yeah, I was surprised at the level here. I kind of, when I was 16, 17 in England looking at America, I thought in my head, America's not a massively developed country compared to England, Spain, Germany when it comes to soccer. I thought I was going to come over here and be one of the best players off the bat just because of the environments that I've been in England. I quickly realised that wasn't the case. Right? You got guys from Germany, Spain, Portugal, Brazil, Italy that I'm playing with off the bat. You've come out of top professional clubs. So firstly, it was a surprise of the level and just how high it was. Secondly, I remember distinctly looking at the facilities and the treatment I was getting, living the lifestyle of a professional footballer. And I remember looking at some of the guys that I played with back home who were playing professionally in the Championship, League One, League Two. Better players than me, playing at arguably a stronger level if you're playing in the Championship. And I was getting a better treatment than that in terms of facilities, in terms of flying around the country, the resources I had available, the lifestyle. And I remember thinking, how am I getting a better treatment than professionals in England?
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah, that's crazy.
That's crazy. I know you would push your time because you have some meetings, you've got a very busy day, so we appreciate you coming on the show. What a lot of these athletes I watch is MLS is on the cards, right? Because they come in here or they're going from the US, like MLS is growing. Got Messi now here down the road in Miami. What's your take on the MLS? Like the chances of getting into the MLS, how does it even work? What's your take on that?
Yeah. MLS, I think if you're a player that you want to play professional, the MLS is a much more accessible route for you than trying to make it pro in England or Spain or Germany. Breaking into the professional football pyramid in one of those European countries is near on impossible. Not impossible, some do it, but for you to be 18 years old to break into that environment with 28, 30-year-olds, very tough. You're going to be a better player when you're 22, 23 than you are at 18. So if you come out to the college environment here, you play Division 1, you get a higher level of competition, coaching, facilities than you've ever had. At 22, getting into the MLS is going to be a lot more realistic than at 18 cracking the Football League in England.
Yeah.
So I'm a big fan of it, and you see the proof in the pudding every single year with the volume of players that go from university to the pro game. And I played with 6 or 7 guys at Coastal Carolina who are now playing professional. Wow. A lot of whom are internationals.
And the pathway's there because you have the draft, so it's not like pie in the sky, let's see what happens. If you're good, you're getting that draft option to make it. So it gives you, I think, a more, not guaranteed, but an easier route.
The way I put it to my players is, if you come to America, I can't guarantee that you're going to play pro because I don't have a crystal ball. That depends on you.
That'd be nice, right?
Yeah. What I can guarantee is you will be in an environment where if you perform well enough, you will have that exposure.
Yeah. And there's tons of opportunities, isn't there? There's not just the MLS, but there's the USL. There's now a new league coming in. It's going to be the MLS Next Pro as well, which is, so even if you're not making it at the top level in the MLS in the US, there's still layers that you can go to. and obviously USL2. Did you play USL2?
Played USL2, yeah.
There you go. So you might want to add a bit on that, but obviously a summer league where you can come in and you can play and you can travel around playing other USL2 teams and getting tons of exposure, right?
Yeah, 100%. The USL2, guys, is the highest level of semi-professional football in America. So a lot of college students that want to play professional, instead of going home over summer, they'll play in the USL2 in the summer holidays. 3-month season, you're playing against the best college players, and you're getting a lot of exposure for the professional leagues.
Nice. Well, on that, or you make loads of money in NIL, so you know.
Or both.
Or both, right? I think that's it concludes what we want to get out of this episode today. It's a bit of a short episode today. We are a bit time crunched, I know, but thanks, Oscar, for coming in. We appreciate you and everything you do at ASM, and I'm sure we'll be back in episodes to come.
Yeah.
And hopefully next week, hopefully we'll see you in our new studio next week. So
there we go. Big things to come. Give you some updates throughout the week, I'm sure, when we're building it.
Get all your stats. If you enjoyed this episode, please remember to like, subscribe, leave a comment. It helps us in the channel. Those clever people in California know what to do and help us get access. So appreciate you guys, and any questions, please reach out to us or DM us. We'd love to help you out. And remember, if you want to be a soccer player, here's your man. Reach out to Oscar and I'll put the things here so you can do that. Cheers, guys.
Cheers, guys.
See you next week.